Hi, it's Kris Crocker here in the 4 News Now First Alert Weather Center. Friday evening, big winter storm coming in that is going to impact folks in a variety of forms depending on where you are watching from and where your travel plans may take you. Hopefully your travel plans are going to take you from the fridge to the couch, and that is about it, because we do have some tricky weather coming in. Here are 4 things that you need to know. Heavy mountain snow. In Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, we could have up to 2 inches of wet accumulating snow, the higher totals in the Coeur d'Alene area. However, you'd have to run out and measure it practically as it falls, because it will be melting as we warm all the way up into the 40s and make the transition to a rain-snow mix and then eventually rain. A wind advisory is in effect for the area, wind gusts up to 55 miles per hour. Here's a look at the winter storm warning. You'll notice Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, we do not have any warnings or advisories in terms of winter precipitation. There is a wind advisory. That little sliver of purple is a winter weather advisory for the Idaho Palouse. 2 to 5 inches of snow there. Central Panhandle and the Northern Panhandle, up to 2 feet of snow in the mountains through Sunday morning, 4 to 8 in the valleys, and again, we'll probably be getting that overnight into the first part of the day tomorrow, and then we'll be warming up in those valleys. Snow levels will be increasing, particularly in the Central Panhandle, and so a lot of that snow will melt as it falls, or after it falls, and then a little bit less precipitation in the Northeast mountains as we get over into the Cascades. Boy, just I wouldn't travel over the passes. I know the DOT is all over it. They're doing the best they can, but my goodness, there's some very heavy snow expected in the mountain passes. And add to that the wind that we are expecting around the region. That is going to be especially treacherous. Here's a look at the wind advisory. Goes into effect at 10 o'clock tonight, continues all the way through Saturday at late afternoon. The strongest winds with this system will be for the Northeast mountains, the upper Columbia Basin, and the Spokane area. Once we get into Coeur d'Alene, down into the Palouse, slightly lower winds. Coeur d'Alene, 40 mile per hour gusts, but Spokane we could see up to 55 mile per hour gusts, particularly on the West Plains and in those wind prone areas, and they'll be coming out of the south. Here's our forecast radar, and the winds are on here as well. Just to get a sense, the color has to do with the trajectory, the size of the arrows has to do with the velocity. So just to give you an idea, the arrows are just going to get bigger and crazier looking as the winds increase. But we have the light snow already in progress in Spokane, but turning into rain as early as 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. As we start turning into rain, you'll notice the darker blues in the mountains of North Idaho, that heavy snow really ramping up, and a very pronounced Cascade rain shadow with dry conditions for Moses Lake and the Tri-Cities for most of the day. This is just a classic rain shadow scenario. Saturday, 5 o'clock, still very windy, but we're seeing that advisory expire. Rain from Lewiston up through Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, even Sandpoint, and then we start drying out, but not entirely, for Sunday morning. We'll keep the mountain snow going, and that would be the better day to get up and play in that mountain snow. I know I don't mind a windy day on the mountains, but when it's snowing and windy, the visibility can become a problem. And in Silver Mountain, sometimes they will just go ahead and shut on down because they can't run the gondola in those kind of winds. Something to keep in mind. Overnight lows tonight will be in the 20s and 30s, and we will hit these temperatures early in the overnight, probably our midnight temperatures, and then they will start increasing. Here is a look at our highs tomorrow. They're going to increase all the way up into the 40s and even 50s for Moses Lake and Lewiston. 42 in Pullman and Coeur d'Alene, 44 in Spokane Valley. We'll even be in the 40s up in Deer Park and Bonners Ferry. So that should help with the roads and get things under control in the valleys and mountains. It is going to be some deep and desperately needed snow. Here is your planning forecast. Plan on a windy day. And I should have mentioned, when we're talking about 55 mile per hour gusts, that is enough to knock out your power, to do some tree damage. If you have an inflatable Snoopy in your yard for Christmas, I want it. So go ahead and unsecure that, and hopefully it'll blow into my yard. Lingering showers on Sunday, and it's still going to be breezy, and then we have more wet weather on the way for Monday. Again, that rain-snow mix. Then look at our temperatures. As we've been talking about this all week, how we do have much colder weather coming in, and it looks like it's going to stick around through at least the few days before Christmas, maybe with a little snow to go along with it. I am still really liking the chance of a white Christmas. Thank you for watching. I will be back here later tonight with an update. So check back later tonight. This is the prime time to download the First Alert Weather app. I love it. It's very helpful. You can track the conditions where you are, because with this storm, conditions are going to vary so much over the area. And in addition, the fabulous Matt Gray will be all over this storm, meteorologist extraordinaire, this weekend. So be sure to check in with him also. And one other housekeeping thing: subscribe to the Brainstorm. Go to kxly.com. There's an icon there where you can click on that, and you'll be happy you did. And we'll talk to you later tonight.